Hello everyone, this is Father the Everchosen back in Total War Warhammer 2, and we're going to pick up with the Von Karstein campaign. We're going to try to do 2 videos a week in preparation for the Warden and the Paunch DLC coming out, just so that we can get this Von Karstein campaign either wrapped up or close to being wrapped up by the time that DLC comes out. But as you can see, we're back here in Essen, and I decided to reload that quick save and actually fight the battle, because I feel like it was, 1, anticlimactic, and 2, this settlement has given us such an issue. I feel like it only does it justice to actually fight the battle. And for 3, if you couldn't tell, that video, 1, was a little bit shorter than normal. I wasn't feeling super well, and I feel like I owe it to you all to actually come back, fight this battle, and give, this chapter of the Von Karstein story a pretty satisfying conclusion. So we will jump into this fight here. My goal with it will obviously be to take Vlad and this Vargolf up, break down the gates. As soon as these Vargeists get in, send them in, shut down the mortar, and shut down the gunners. And we're really just going to try and take minimal losses and still provide a satisfying battle. So as we jump in here, obviously we've got quite a bit of cavalry. I'll try to keep them back until the gates are broken, or I may keep them out the whole time. It really just depends. If I can get in there and seize the center, I think I may be able to conclude the battle a little bit earlier, and maybe not have to slog through the litany of troops. So we will put Vlad and the Vargolf up right in the front, and the rest of my troops will drop back. We're going to have these Graveguard try to hop right on the wall, and these zombies will probably try to hop right in here. As soon as my allies get on, we will redeploy them as well. Start battle. Break that gate down. Let's get up on the wall. And we need to move our lords up. Let's move all this infantry up. We'll keep the dogs in reserve as well. And Vargolf took quite a bit of damage, and Vlad did as well, but I think we'll be fine in the end. And as soon as those gates break, these wolves are going right in. Losing some of our Graveguard. Should be fine though in the long run. Keep our cavalry in reserve. Let's move these guys to the corner. And we've got our flyers coming in. The gate is pretty weak. At this point, we really just need to wait until we seize the walls. Let's move Malsar over here, and Mannfred up as well. Alright. Take those Outriders, take those mortars, and we are in.
Vlad Von Karstein.
Vlad and the Vargolf. Let's get these dogs all in. pour into the city as best we can. Move them that way. Them to support. And hopefully we're able to bog down everything fast enough. Got Mannfred coming in. We're going to need to get Malsar over here and start dropping some healing. Should be able to target. Alright.
No one can stop.
We'll trigger some
All shall perish.
abilities. Let's drop the healing for everybody over here.
Attend me.
Now, I wonder, it doesn't say that I can't target one on the walls. It's a little annoying. I should be able to keep my units alive. Alright, let's have you chase those outriders down. Dive bomb onto those great swords. Can we get those outriders, please? So we're engaged pretty heavily on the walls. There. Drop some healing. Mannfred has taken out their lord. Now we just gotta finish taking everybody else down. Our cavalry's fine. Sitting there in the back. At this point, we really just need to break through and get into the center of the city.
Vlad Mannfred.
Drop a little more healing here. Bump Vlad up.
It is done. Address me as master.
Let's get some more recharge rate. And we're getting 1 power every 3 seconds. At this point, we have shut down all the ranged that I was concerned about. That's good. The rest of their army is pretty much broken. They've really just got this nice little pocket here in the center that I think I'm going to send Mannfred to go deal with. And we'll just fast forward. Play Vlad in there.
Lord of the dead. Face
Should be
your
doing
fate,
better.
mortal.
I don't really know why he's struggling as much as he is. Let's get Malsar up in there.
Attack.
And we got Mannfred in here now. Drop some healing. And that pocket should be fine now. At this point, the enemy should be done for. Just that small pocket right there in the middle. A few swordsmen in here. And we've got some crossbows still up on the wall. And then after this, we should be good. And hopefully this is a more satisfying conclusion to all the problems Essen has given us this campaign. And we will move to finally quash Ostermark. A little more power recharge. Malsar's in here, fighting his darndest. Definitely need to get him some support though. Let's grab our big powerful units and get them over there to help him. He should be fine for the time being. Really need to get Vlad over there more than I think anybody else. Let's go this way, Vlad. Get Vlad to hit the back of them. Melee defense up for everybody.
My cure is death.
Let's pull the rest of our troops in. Cavalry, come take out these crossbows. And now it's just a matter of breaking the rest of them. Of course, it's the halberds that ended up engaging the Vargolf. Let's pull him out. Hopefully he'll stabilize.
Thy serve me. Yes?
Mannfred and Malsar in here fighting back to back. Vargolf should be stabilizing. Stabilized enough with the end of the battle. Let's see if we can eke out another
Vlad von Carstein.
PowerPoint
Manfred von Carstein.
so we can cast. Nope. Probably not going to be able to. Let's see. Can we get one more? Just to get a little bit of healing. Let's drop it on Malsar. Get Malsar up maybe a few hundred points. Just put him in a little bit better of a situation. Just down routing units. And that's probably going to be it. I'll fast forward just to see if I can mop up any more kills. I just got to get to this bridge real quick. Alright, we ended up pinning down the greatswords. We'll get a few more kills out of that. Trapping some more units, which will just end up with just a few more captives to add to our undead legions. One greatsword, that's fine. We'll wipe out these halberds real quick. And that'll be it. And then we'll move on to the battle. Decisive victory. We lost far less troops this time. Vlad and the Vargolf getting some pretty decent numbers in there. I know we ended up losing the Vargeists, but I think, you know, those two Vargeists, these two Vargeists, and the dead actually rise again, keeping, I think, some of them alive. Yeah, we will occupy.
The true von Carstein.
Talisman of Preservation. Now that definitely, that makes that whole, the entirety of that fight worth it. Mannfred leveled up. Let's give him Raise Dead. We'll give this necromancer... Oh... Let's give him Curse of Years. And then... Let's grab Malsar here. His White King, we'll have him train a little better, and with Foe Seeker and Malsar, we're going to take off the Pigeon Plucker and give him the Talisman of Preservation, give him this Berserker Sword, the Gunnarsson Kron. Let's... Speed of Lycos. No, I think we're good on that. And we'll leave him with the Potion of Toughness. So Malsar, with these two new items, you know, the physical resistance will be really nice, but that 28% ward save will be a big boon for us. Have Malsar just wipe them out. Give armor piercing. What is that? Armor piercing 10. Increasing armor piercing up to 48. Get a little bit more money, and now we are back to where we were just before I ended last time. So I think it was definitely worth it to fight that battle. And now we will probably continue with our plan of starting a war here in Solland, hitting them early, because their closest attack point is going to be Aberheim, and Aberheim will be able to last with this pretty nice garrison. We'll hit Nagenhof next. It does not have a large garrison, and we will control the southern portion of Ostermark, and I think Talabecland only owns Mordheim. So we may actually split some of these guys off. We may just take Vlad to Mordheim.
Okay.
And we'll send Mannfred and Malsar to go take Nagenhof. But let's look at Mannfred. What can he raise up? We've got some good units. Let's grab just another basic, some basic skeleton spears, some skeleton warriors, just to give him units to have at this point. These Cairn Wraiths and a black coach. So now Mannfred's army is just a little bit better suited to taking on some of these threats. And these our research for Risen Champions will be done, and we'll start working our way down to Dread Animator. Alright, let's end the turn. So, just like always, you guys will still be getting another Von Karstein video on Friday, but I'm thinking about doing Fridays and Mondays for the Von Karstein campaign for the foreseeable future. Obviously, Ungrim was going to come down. Not too worried about it right now. I will have to turn back eventually and face him. Alright. I think we should be able to take this out quite handedly. We've got, a Necromancer with Arcane Conduit. Mannfred's got plenty of power recharge himself. And we've got 2 Winds of Death, the Black Coach, the Cairn Wraiths, and the Direwolves. I think will be more than alright to take this army out. The only thing that's really a threat are the generals themselves. They're leveled up spearmen, but they're spearmen without shields and just basic archers. And this should take out the rest of Ostermark's armies. And then it'll just be Nagenhof. And then Ostermark will fall, and hopefully Talabecland will fall. And then we really will just have to contend with Solland in the south, and then the Empire for the most part, until we reach over the River Reich. We'll just line everybody up. There's no magic on the field being brought. Direwolves over here. Our black coach and our casters. Start the battle. Let's advance everybody that way. And if they want to just, pile all their units up, a nice little blob for me, I would greatly appreciate it. Fine.
I serve me.
We've got Cavalry General coming up.
I hunger.
Let's put these guys off to this side. And now it's just simply getting into the best position for war magic. Let's send this black coach in.
Swift as death's wings.
Alright. And we'll commit the rest of our men. Black coach is coming through. Get our dogs on the move. And let's see if we're gonna ever get a good position to just throw down some magic. Right this moment, probably not. Everybody's pretty much committed at this point. Come on, black coach. Keep moving. Mannfred's in here fighting the Lord.
Necromancer. Your master
Drop some summons. This Wind of Death should be well positioned enough. Let's see if I can move my dogs. Didn't necessarily have to, but it did a little bit of work. Enough for the time being. Let's get this black coach moving. Grab up all the magic we can. But really at this point I think my opponent, or not my opponent, the AI is just going to scramble, try to protect as many units as they can.
It is time. So much death.
But, it was never going to go in their favor. Spirit Leech. Keep moving.
Still my beating heart.
Buff up our units a little more.
Thy cure is death.
And let's get Mannfred just back into a better position. Come on, black coach. Keep on moving.
Attend me.
Should take minimal losses in the end.
Wings. Hearken to my will.
The Spirit Leech going down. I think I've got some skeletons here. Pin the Lord and the Archlector down. Alright, and at this point, should be pretty much good. Mannfred versus the Archlector. Mannfred should be fine. Drop another Spirit Leech. Mannfred's no overcast penalty, which is perfect.
Necromancer. Arise, legions,
Zombie
arise!
here. And we'll just fast forward at this point. The Lord is gonna rout off. Archlector getting really low. Black Coach is racking up plenty of kills. Already more than paying for itself. Drop a Spirit Leech on that Archlector. And we'll wait until that Archlector dies. And we'll end it. A close victory. But me losing, skeleton spears and just regular skeleton soldiers doesn't affect me in the end. Still kept, our Cairn rates, our Black Coach did great, building up its experience. And we got a banner out of it, which is perfect. Let's see what banner we got. Gleaming Pendant. Not a useful one for us. But I think we will... Yeah, I guess we'll just dominate the captives. It's not going to give us too much.
I'm Vlad von Karstein. Choose thy word.
Alright, you want a non-aggression pact. Red Eye Tribe. Wow, you've held Ungrim just to one settlement. Yeah, we'll take a non-aggression pact with them. That means that Ungrim is going to be actually a very easy, to wipe out. It's got a decent enough garrison here, but once Ungrim gets wiped out with his Slayer army, then sieging Karak Kadrin, with these 3 armies that I've got here, should be more than enough. Oh, let's bump up your hit points. And we'll grab the Ebony Orb, further lowering the miscast chance. And we'll grab Magical Reserve. So Mannfred should be walking around with just a metric buttload of Winds of Magic. Nagenhoff. I think Mannfred should be able to just take that by himself. The Gleaming Pendant, +8 leadership. Let's put that on the Black Coach, just to keep it, because it's going to be out by itself. Keep it going. We'll encircle them for now. And Mordheim.
Vlad von Karstein. Bow before
Let's take Vlad.
all shall know me and tremble.
Let's encircle. We'll have Vlad and Malsar
Annihilate
quickly
them.
take out Mordheim. I think I'm just going to auto-resolve this one. I know it's given them a pretty good balance in the balance of power. I don't really understand why. There's no walls. This is not a heavily leveled up Lord, I don't believe. We lost some zombies. Occupy Mordheim, and Talabecland is gone. Alright, Malsar gets another level. We're really looking forward to that level 10. Starting to go down his personal line. But let's see what we can do. Let's bump up Beguile just to keep him as a pretty good dedicated foot lord. And just very survivable. And we'll start building Vlad down the magic line. Let's see.
My will alone.
Vlad's obviously going to have to stay here in Mordheim. We'll drop a Balefire Brazier here, start spreading the vampiric corruption. We've already got an armory here. So, let's see, what do we get after that? The Reliquary. We could... We'll probably build a barrow in Essen when next it's available.
All die.
We could lightning strike. We could lightning strike, but I don't think that we will. I think it'd be better just to take everybody out all at once. I've got plenty of cavalry, and these two Bargeists should be able to single out either a retreating lord or just wipe out these archers. So we'll jump in, we'll fight this real quick, and then we will probably quick march Malsar over to Nagenhof, and then we'll fight that next turn. So then we're not suffering any penalties for going into the quick march stance with Malsar. We'll gamble. And we'll just probably do just a really nice cavalry charge in. And we'll just follow it up with the rest of our units. Select these. Charge right on in. And we'll move everybody else up. Move Malsar and our White King in. And it really will just be a nice charge of the undead Rohirrim. And we'll hit play. Their lord has been decimated. Group them in and charge them. And we'll get a nice little rear charge here. And at this point, we really just need our lord and the White King to go and take out this Archlector. Let's break off these cavalry to go and hunt down those archers. And we'll just fast forward it again. Should be mopped up in mere moments. And push the toughness. We'll drop that hail on our White King, and that should be all she wrote. Finish chasing down the rest of these units. He's not going to catch that Archlector, but it's fine. End the battle. Decisive victory with 20 losses. Couldn't have asked for a better outcome. Nice cavalry charge, building up a little bit of experience for these guys. And Malsar is, I would say he's probably right under Isabella for our most impactful lord. Not that Vlad and Mannfred aren't doing, just as good, but Malsar, he's got a special place. Tormentor Sword.
This night.
I think the Tormentor Sword would be way better than the Berserker Sword. We'll give the Berserker Sword to our White King, give him a spell shield, and we'll give him that physical resistance and the Potion of Strength. We'll start kitting out this hero a little bit. Oh, student, drag, gravedigger, and we'll give him carrion as well, just to help buff him out a little bit, give him heroic killing blow. And I think for the time being, I'm going to want to keep him on foot, just so that he's palling around with Malsar. As soon as Malsar either gets access to his horse, the Barded Nightmare, which I could give to him when he levels up again, but I'll probably put him on the Hell Steed next, keeping that White King on foot at least a little bit longer. Because once Malsar's up in the air, then it won't matter to have him be on foot. But the next battle that both these guys fight together, I would assume both of them will end up leveling.
Yes.
And we'll run over here, and I'll still be in my province, so I'll still be replenishing, which is a big bonus.
Hand me my sword. What do you want?
Malsar could get some Graveguard. He's a pretty heavy cavalry-focused army, so yeah, we'll give him these Graveguard. The Graveguard and the Skeleton Warriors. We'll keep the zombies for now. You know, they're heavily upgraded, and they're good cannon fodder. Keeping them down with the White King, and then we'll have just a nice cavalry force. Malsar's army will be not super elite.
Wipe them out.
Mannfred's going to have to get kitted out with a better army, though. Vlad, you know, as soon as I can transfer these zombies out, I will. If I could give them the Hera, I probably would. Ooh, that'll be the thing, though. We're losing a little bit of money. Let's combine those. Kick those. So now we're not losing money, at least. And next turn we'll take Nagenhof. And then it's really just Beckhafen in the north. And that'll lead us into war with the Empire, and we'll have to roll this way. But I definitely will want to double back, take out Karak Kadrin, and then probably even come back and hit Oakenhammer and finally take out Zufbar before I really want to go deep into war with the Empire. Now, as for the Golden Order, I think it is time for Isabella to hit Steingart. They're allied to Karak Kadrin. Well, they don't border me anymore, so I'm not too worried. Saying it's heavily in their favor, not heavily, but about 50-50 chances, I think we'll be more than fine, but we will end up fighting it. Isabella being up in the air, her magic, you know, should be more than enough. Keeping those Fellbats with her, try to shut down the mortar, and we'll bring our Black Knights in to shut down the handgunners. So, after this, I think we're going to sack Steingart for the money, because we do need it right now, and try to buff up Hera's army so she can better defend. We've got those orcs right there, and they're definitely building up. There's their deployment.
Isabella von Carstein.
Dire Pack, Feasters in the Dusk. Oh, and let's go. I don't know. Something like this. Just have a big mass of troops. These guys are probably not even going to get involved. I'm assuming it's going to come down to our cavalry and Isabella. Start the battle.
Isabella.
Isabella and the bats.
Flee.
Let's move our everybody else. There's the mortar. Let's get these dire wolves moving and the feasters moving. Hit the mortar in the back. Nope. Move the dire pack. Drop a nice wind of death. Not a super, well, 79 kills.
Swiftly.
More than enough to be effective. And then hopefully our infantry will eventually, arrive. Let's get Isabella down in here. Bats. And get some zombie signs. Just to bog down these troops. Let's pull out our dogs. And we'll get the cavalry going. Isabella should make short work of this lord. Those zombies disappeared awfully fast. Not that I expected them to last. They disappeared incredibly quick. We ended up getting our dogs out quick enough. Isabella should be fine in here. Not worried about losing her. Let's move these bats over. And we'll just fast forward at this point. Bats. Cavalry. Let's get some charging in. We'll go back to regular speed. Isabella's still just in here. Fighting it out.
Agreed.
Let's grab some summons again.
Yes, good.
Crossbows wipe them out. Bats, they're shattered. Put them over there. And that's it. And battle with a nice decisive victory, only losing 180. Mainly of the dire pack. Hopefully the dire pack comes back. And then besides that, we lost the feasters in the dusk. And a few cavalry. But not losses that I'm overly concerned about. Still got pretty powerful army. We did not end up getting the dire pack back, which is unfortunate. They're a good unit to have, but so we could sack it, and that's what we will do. Rod of Flaming Death with a bound fireball. Now that I definitely will want on a lord that can be up in the air.
What do you want?
I think we'll put it on... Let's put it on Malsar. Even though he's still on the ground for now. Oh, it's an enchanted item. Versus the Potion of Toughness. Now, the only good thing about it being an enchanted item is that I could put it on a White King as well, but I really need it up in the air because the fireball just has a better effectiveness. It's gonna hit straight down versus passing through units, and it's not gonna get obstructed by things like hills. But with having the current mod that I have, Isabella already has I mean, she'll get the Blood Chalice of Bathory for her enchanted item, and a fireball is just not better than that. And for any of my other lords that wouldn't have an enchanted item, they're going to get, you know, like the Red Dragon Crest. +5 melee attack, fire resistant, and +5 melee attack for Blood Knights. It's not, you know, again, fireball's not worth replacing that.
My blood now.
So, what enchanted item? The Potion of Strength. We will give him the Rod of Flaming Death for now. It'll be a nice little addition.
Expand Sylvania's borders.
The Potion of Speed. I mean, I could give it to Hera. No, we will. Yeah, we'll give it to Hera, actually.
Wipe them out.
And
Ready.
this White King. Well, no, not the Potion of Speed. Potion of Strength.
Yes, my
And like I
sire.
said, now we'll give Hera some troops to further defend herself. I think 2 Black Knights and 2 Bats should be all right. And we'll move Isabella just back into our territory. And hopefully this Alexis Valgeir will come and attack. Karak Kadrin, you know, they could use the underway and get into this land, and then, but they've still got a lot to go through. Grindstad, it's going to take 3 turns to upgrade. We'll spring for it. And at this point, in Essen, let's build this barrow. Then we can get access to just basic Graveguard right away, and we can start, you know, building out some of these guys while they're still, you know, coming back to go to Karak Kadrin. We're not going to repair Waldenhof. And I think we'll just sit with that. So add another end turn. Ostermark should be defeated next turn, and as long as the Empire doesn't declare war on us,
I do not bandy words with the weak.
which this could
Leave
be
me.
that. Of course. Alrighty. So now, being at war with the Empire, we have to mop up Ostermark. We'll probably have to send... Alright, good. The Dwarves of Zufbar have taken out those... Public order's fine.
Yes.
Musion.
Why do come? What can we help you with?
Would really like to confederate with you just to get you over here, Red Duke.
Knight?
Hopefully Zufbar doesn't declare war on us. Even if they do, I think Castle Drakenhof, with its garrison, should be able to hold. If I lose Schwarzhofen, it's not too bad. The only problem would be is if they attack from Schwarzhofen, they could roll through this side of the Empire and just take everything. Isabella, at this point, needs to either mop up... We could probably attack Fildor.
No.
Even with her army not being fantastic, I think Isabella herself could take out a lot of it. Because now I have to worry about the Empire coming in and hitting Flensburg and Wertbad. Vlad, I think I'm just going to start sending him.
All shall know.
Who do we have here? We got Gotrek and
Not possible.
just a regular Empire general.
Joe. Vlad.
I think Vlad should be more than a match.
Death
Alright, we
and
can take
destruction.
Friedenheim. I think Vlad should be fine with that. We'll encircle for now. We'll fight that battle in just a moment. And
Kill them. Raise
nice, another little level. We're waiting for the corpse cart with Unholy Lodestone, or at least the Balefire one. Obviously, eventually I'll put points into this just because I'll have... Well, no, I've got a skill dump. Let's just put the points into scouting so we can get some more magical items.
None shall live. This better be.
Move Malsar off of that, and we'll hit Nagenhof. Let's see, is it a... If it's a unique battle map, I'll fight it. But if not, I'll just auto-resolve. I fought here too many times. We'll just auto-resolve this one. I lost 609. You can barely tell. And we will occupy. Ranger standard, that's nice. And Ostermark has been defeated. So here in Nagenhof, they've already got the reliquary built. We'll destroy the ancient armory in Mordheim. And we've got some good buildings here. Mannfred, I think at this point we'll pop him up on his Hellsteed and give him Lore Master of Vampires. But really, you know, I know a lot of people say that the red and the blue lines are very important, but I think for certain units, or for certain legendary lords, kitting them out and kind of putting their army by the wayside, you know, Mannfred can do more than what his army, than what his army can do. And it's very important, at least in my mind, to have these lords just be, you know, the devastating things that they can be. We'll grab Fell Nest. Actually, we won't grab Fell Nest yet. We're going to grab Cattle Herder only because another crossbowman would be very helpful at this point. And I think we're going to have to put him on his Hellsteed. Getting him up in the air. And, yep, put the... And... Blade Shield. So at this point, Malsar is probably just going to sit here in Essen, and we'll start moving Hera back this way. If I can take Mannfred, Malsar, and Hera, if I can single out Ungrim, and I think Malsar would be the one to possibly be able to do it. The only problem is he doesn't have the magic. I would have to probably take this Necromancer.
Nope.
Even though dwarves are naturally magically resistant, they're still going to take quite a bit of damage from a nice Wind of Death. And I won't have to overcast it because it's only doing more against armor. So move Malsar to Essen. And that now it really comes down to what else to put in his army. I'll put these Hex Wraiths there. And this is just a regular corpse cart. Let's grab a corpse cart with Unholy Lodestone. And hopefully taking that against the dwarves will be enough.
Yes.
I think I can leave Castle Drakenhawk. Having these dwarves right here is not a good feeling because these are two very well built armies. Now I'm kind of regretting going to war with Solland, but can't change it at this point.
No mercy.
Let's fight the battle with Vlad. Alright, so my plan at this point is going to be to delay the Empire as best I can and send Vlad around. The dwarves of Zufbar aren't a threat right now, but they could become a threat really fast. My 3 armies that are up there have to hit Karak Kadrin. And Isabella is either going to have to finish up her battle in Solland, or she may have to start hitting the Empire as well. So Gotrek should be on the field already, and this should be the bigger of the 2 armies reinforcing. Let's have Vlad and these Graveguard, and we'll put our zombies, our Vargolf, and the rest of our cavalry prepared for a fight. So this should be Gotrek's army and another small little contingent. And this will be a larger force. Let's get these guys moving. Plenty of Pistoliers. There's Gotrek. We'll have Vlad go in against Gotrek. Basic swords. And we're going to have to pull some cavalry to go and assist. Let's engage these crossbowmen. Yeah, we'll keep the Blood Knights over here. Vlad is in here. Gotrek is moving around. He's got some skeleton swords. Buff them up. And we should be alright for the moment. Kind of annoyed that Gotrek slipped away. But let's start moving this cavalry. Have them hit the crossbows over there. Pull the Black Knights out. Let's get these Vargolfs in. Hex Wraiths need to move. Oh. Alright. Getting here in the back. Vlad is doing about as well as Vlad can.
Darkness reigns.
Really need to get Vlad engaged with Gotrek.
Victory is mine.
Pull the cavalry out. Luckily, I'm able to shut down most of their ranged. And Vlad is now engaged with Gotrek. Let's drop some healing on these Graveguard. Back over here. Black Knights move. These are all zombies. They should be fine. Where are my Blood Knights? My Blood Knights are over here. Let's get them onto those crossbows. Nice rear charge from Hex Wraiths. Should be enough to start really hampering these Halberdiers. We'll get another rear charge from just our regular Black Knights. I should be able to leave them for a moment. Right, these are shattered. These are Pistoliers. Probably never gonna catch them. But let's start moving the rest of our forces in. Drop some more zombies here.
I will.
Some melee defense buff. Vlad getting the Van Hells. Dance Macabre. Van Hell versus Vlad in here versus Gotrek. Now, Lore-wise, I don't know who would win that fight. I think Vlad would definitely be a contender for Gotrek. It certainly would be a close fight. I can say that much with certainty.
Blood Knights!
Okay, Blood Knights are fine. These Hex Wraiths have been able to wrap up those Halberdiers with the help of the Black Knights. It's really just Vlad in here versus Gotrek now. Yeah. As for their fight lore-wise, you know, we got Gotrek in here. He's got, you know, he's a Slayer. He's got Root Axe of Grimnir. But you've got Vlad in here, the Blood Drinker, all of his magic, which, you know, the damaging spells that he would have access to may not help him, but the fact that he has spells that would be able to heal himself and give himself buffs, and on top of that, being having the Von Karstein ring, being able to just come back over and over again, would be pretty advantageous. Now Gotrek may be able to catch on to that, but I don't know if he'd be able to do it before Vlad killed him. It would be a fight. But Vlad being able to heal himself over and over again in this fight, you know, I think it would come down to being nickel and dimed to death. But I think that is pretty much their armies all routed, save for Gotrek because he's a Slayer. We'll just watch Gotrek and Vlad go at it.
What do you want?
I do like that Brian Blessed is the voice of Gotrek. I think it's just a nice little touch. Pull these Graveguard over, and these Graveguard over, and these Hex Wraiths over. But other than that, I think once all those units are in place, we will we'll start just dropping some healing. Let's fast forward and just mop up as many units as we can, just to make sure that this army doesn't end up coming back. Drop some healing. Got these guys up to 48 unit models. Enemy lord died, so we've taken both their lords now. And as soon as these guys rout off, should be good to go. Getting plenty of experience. These Black Knights are almost at triple silver chevron. And that battle. A Pyrrhic victory. Yeah. Again, I think their calling of battles needs to be a little bit adjusted for people like the Vampire Counts, the Vampire Coast, and the Skaven. You know, yeah, I lost an entire unit of zombies and almost 2 other units of zombies, but I still have my Black Knights, my Hex Wraiths. You know, I lost about half my army, but you know, they lost all but 56 of their army. You know, I would call that a pretty outstanding victory. We will now I'll get more money if I occupy. Well, yeah, we'll just occupy it. Defeating Gotrek Gurnison. Attribute Unbreakable. Now, for vampires, and I haven't been able to see, but if they have the Unbreakable trait, does that mean he won't crumble anymore? And if he won't crumble anymore, Vlad, I mean, if you play a vampire campaign then, either Vampire Coast, Vampire Counts, or even a Tomb Kings campaign, I would hunt Gotrek, and I would never kill off. I would just circle the Empire and just leave them with like a province and let them get Gotrek and just continuously kill them over and over again. Because that unbreakable trait, if it works where I won't crumble, will make any of your Vampire Count lords just monstrous, which they should be. I've already expressed my feelings on that the vampire lords shouldn't break. Why? Not that vampires don't retreat, and use their best tactical judgment, but breaking due to being surrounded, even if you have, Vlad should be able to just chew through Empire troops like no tomorrow. Alright, so Vlad has succeeded there. We've got people starting to move south.
Expand Sylvania's borders.
I wouldn't be surprised if I saw an attack come soon from Zufbar. Let's look and see. Black Crag.
There's fighting time. And
Maybe a non-aggression pact. Nah, of course not. Alright, treaties. Karak Kadrin.
I have no time for such filth.
Didn't think so. Golden Order. Also didn't think so.
To war.
Karak Kadrin. Nope. No peace treaties.
Isabella.
Perhaps. So my thinking for this will be, if we can encircle them and get them to start taking attrition, we'll be fine.
And destruction.
I don't see Balthazar Gelt anywhere. He may be down here, palling around. But if they decide to come out and attack me, then I will be in a much better position to actually take them out. We'll raise up some more units just because they're not going to cost me any upkeep. And cavalry research rate, we've got 4. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to wait and get the public order. I don't know. Looking around, I don't know, the vampiric corruption would be nice, but that's, 9 away. So we'll end turn again, and this next turn will probably be our last this episode. Hopefully we'll make up for the shorter episode. See, they decided to come out, and my chances went from, maybe, 1 to 6 to an almost, it's probably a 2 to 3. I don't know. It's close. It may be like 40-60. The big thing will be that now, utilizing the cavalry, I can get around. War wagons have 50 speed. My cavalry has 78. I can, take out the war wagon, put my bats onto the mortar. The great swords and the halberdiers, as long as I can hit them with wind of death, I should be fine. Their lord is a pretty good lord. He's obviously going to give the divine power, the plus 25% miscast chance. Being accused won't be great. The missile resistance will hurt. But Isabella, out of all my lords, has not let me down yet. So as long as I fight this battle intelligently, and they have no, there's no place to hide. This is just an open map. I'm going to keep my units back. I've got really good crossbows. you know, they're gold chevron too. So, you know, I really don't want to lose any of this army. We'll gamble. Alright. Gambling never pays off, kids. Unless it does. Let's pack the center weak. And we'll put the zombies right here in the center as well. We'll grab this first. My left side will be stronger than my right, but that should be fine. And really, as long as I shut that mortar down and those and the war wagon down, even having my troops blocked like this should be fine. We've got Feasters in the Dusk. If I can get them involved, so be it. We'll put the Königstein Stalkers in the weaker part of my formation just to help buff it up a little. And we'll drop this army probably back to here. Start battle. Alright. He's decided to not deploy back and wait for his reinforcements, which is foolish. We've got plenty of winds of magic. Let's keep Isabella out for now. Alright. They've already left there. Mortar exposed. We'll start moving our cavalry around. Let's get Isabella into a more advantageous position. The Stalkers or the Feasters in the Dusk are coming. This mortar, hopefully I can shut it offline pretty quick here. Let's save it. Drop some zombies. Keep moving. Alright. Zombies chase down that mortar crew. Bats come back. So the mortar's offline. Now I can start advancing the rest of my troops. Let's move the Feasters back. We'll take up this position right here. Pull the bats out at least. Keep the zombies in there. The bats I should be able to save. I know they're just fell bats, but they're fell bats with, you know, a gold chevron. Alright, where's this? Okay, the war wagon, they're keeping in there. They want to waste all their shots on zombies. Go ahead. The mortar shattered. Isabella may be able to make a fast play at these crossbowmen. Looks like she's gonna. They're turning around, which is silly. We'll keep the Felbats nearby just in case I need her to be able to slip right through. Alright, cavalry, pull you across. Alright. If I need to sacrifice the Felbats, I don't mind doing it. I just would rather have them be a decent sacrifice. Keep her in for just a few more seconds. Okay, let's pull her out. She should be able to just slip right through the Felbats. Get her back up in the air, and now we can get the Felbats out of there as well. Good payoff. Knocked them down a lot. Still, you know, wasted shots. I mean, I would call them wasted shots since they're just using them on Felbats. Isabella's still very healthy. And I'm pretty much at this point just need to wait for them to engage. Where's our cavalry? Alright, cavalry can go up against that war wagon. I don't know why these halberdiers are so out of position. And our main foot force. Nope. Charge. There you go. We'll start picking out some targets. Alright. These guys set up in a little bit better of a position. Our bows start firing. And where's Isabella? Alright. Isabella. Let's go to work. And of course I'm going to want to watch this. She's at 21 kills right now. Oh my god! 21 up to 448. And that's how you win. There just isn't a whole lot they can do now. You know, they're having this mass routing. They've still got their lord and stuff. I need Isabella to go and support back there. And Isabella's still got plenty of magic to regen. I just want to save the units back here. And as long as I can keep their gunners moving, let's just put it on the cavalry. And her dive in. We'll save Master Beguilement. Keep at it. These war wagons will be out in just a sec. Like I said, they still have their lord. You know, he's gonna be a bit of a challenge. His great swords are still getting shot out though. And these skeleton warriors are, you know, most of this is all shattered, save for these halberdiers. Nope, pull you guys this way a little bit, just so that I can keep you out of this melee. Alright. I think I can afford to pull Isabella back. For now. No, actually. Let's drop a zombie right there. Alright. Zombies right there. Skeleton warriors engaging the handgunners. We're going to pull our cavalry out. Keep Isabella there. Now, I mean, you know, most of their infantry's gone, but it's still closer than I'd like it to be right this moment. Our crossbows. Let's have them target this Empire General instead. Alright, Isabella, you can be pulled out. Yeah, we really need you guys to come back in. Let's do an about face. Start regenerating some more magic. Got anything else that we can activate? Alright, we don't need all of you, all but you. Engage here. Let's pull Isabella back to take out this Empire Captain, then we'll come and we'll hunt down the rest of their leadership. Isabella is still at full health. She's still got most of what she can regenerate left to regenerate. Master Beguilement. And oh, we'll give her the armor piercing. Start shooting that Archlector.
Isabella von Carstein.
And everything else is being pretty much chased down. Where's our cavalry? Apparently these 9 crossbowmen, 8 crossbowmen might still come back, so I gotta worry about that a little bit. Still chasing off units over here. Let's engage there. Taking out the rest of those handgunners. Pull you guys back. Alright.
Yes.
Let's have one unit chase down. And the rest of you pretty much just attack there.
Swiftly,
And let's see if I can
we rule
pull
the night.
Isabella just into this fight against the Archlector.
Crossbows ready, General.
Crossbows, take out these spearmen. No, take out that Empire General. They've got one volley left. Or Empire Captain, I should say, not Empire General.
Bow.
Isabella's in here. I don't want to say it's a hairy situation for her, but probably not exactly ideal. We'll bog down this witch hunter with some zombie summons just to keep them a little bit safe. You know, the rest of my forces are just a hair safer. These cavalry are going to make sure that the swordsmen don't come back.
Crossbowman.
They ended up taking out the Empire Captain, which is amazing. And we really do need to make sure that they don't get away.
It is done.
Drop a summon of zombies here. Further bog down this Archlector. Give the zombies armor piercing. So now these zombies are punching above their weight. Master Beguilement. Yeah, it's just melee attack, but something I can do. Let's see, where else can we be using our troops? Let's pull these Black Knights back to take out those halberdiers, and we'll just fast forward at this point. Sorry for the jarring camera movements. It was not my intention. Buff up the zombies just again. Hopefully that Archlector will drop here in a second. The Witch Hunter I'm not as concerned about. I mean, obviously I'd like him to be gone as well. But we'll target him. Alright. Lord's gone. And it should just be the Witch Hunter at this point that I might be able to target down. Nope, she's just pushing him off the battlefield. A Pyrrhic victory, some may call that, but Isabella, that win to death, you know, that's what did it. Yeah, I lost a lot, don't get me wrong, but I was able to wipe out most of their forces, so I should be able to take Fildorf. So I lost 1, 2, 3 units completely. Crossbowmen racked up 116 kills, which is fantastic. You know, obviously Isabella was, you know, she was MVP. Karak Kadrin, they didn't attack. So Isabella is going to gain a rank. We got another Dreg. We'll look at it in just a second.
Expand Sylvania's borders.
Alright. Nope, we're definitely going to safeguard. Iron Curse Icon, not anything crazy. Crone, not anything crazy. But we're sitting at some good money.
No mercy.
Isabella's got another rank to go up. Let's see, what should I grab her? Should I finally start working down? Let's look. Yeah. We'll give that melee attack bonus to the skeletons and such, because that's pretty much all her army consists of right now. Looking at Fildorf, they barely have anything as their garrison, and obviously they don't. Now, the only problem with killing off the general is that they get to replace him right away, and it's giving them a very, very favorable advantage against me. So we'll just keep sieging for a little bit longer.
Kill them.
I refuse.
If I'm lucky, they'll attack me again. But I may have to just spring for an attack.
Vlad Karstein.
So let's pull. We'll pull Mannfred back towards Karak Kadrin.
What do you want?
I don't want to put Malsar there by himself because even though these are just, Slayers, an army of Slayers would not be terribly scary for a lot of armies, but for the vampires, it will always be scary because you don't have the amount of missile play that you need. Rank 6 Graveguard.
This better be important.
Yeah, let's grab 4 of them.
My will alone.
And we'll move Malsar right next to Mannfred so that they can support each other if somebody was to come attack. It did say that there's some raiding going on up here. Now, let's see. Raid Kemperbad. Now, we'll start moving. Let's start moving Vlad north. There's Karl Franz. Now, I can tell you that Franz's army will definitely, be able to beat
King of darkness.
Vlad. Vlad does not have Wind of Death,
All shall know.
so I'm going to have to run. And I think I'm going to run actually all the way back to Sterling. Keep him safe. If I lose Krugenheim, whatever. If it rebels, I definitely won't care. I don't want to lose Mordheim. I think Essen is pretty well defended with that the Graveguard Watchtower. Nope. I do think that the Empire definitely gets a better garrison than I would. The Vampire of Death is nice because she gets Spirit Leech, but this army would definitely not be able to hold up like some of the other armies. I may have to divert somebody back. If Malsar and Vlad or Mannfred and Vlad took on Karl Franz, I could definitely take him out then. And I probably will end up doing that because obviously, they're not able to see. So we will pop Malsar back.
Nope.
No, and they can't get to Mannfred anyway.
Yes.
We'll move them all the way over to Mordheim actually, so then they can maybe tag team Karl Franz. Oh, I'm having so much fun. Let's go through one more end turn just to see. If Fildorf rises up again, we'll fight that. If Karl Franz gets close enough, he's still just raiding. But let's see. Let's see if he's raiding closer. It doesn't matter. I'm not using hero actions anyway. No, it looks like he backed off a little bit, which is unfortunate.
I shall
Oh, no,
go.
he's right there.
What? Never. This better be important. What? I hunt.
Just not close enough. Just
Unstoppable.
barely not close enough. Now, the thing will
Absolutely
be...
not.
No. Now, I could move... Okay, so we've got 2 Hellstorm rocket batteries, a mortar, 2 war wagons, plenty of great swords. So actually, this army, Malsar's army, would be perfect because, 3 of these units are going to get, even the war wagons, I could wipe them out with my cavalry. Reichsguard, alright, I'll put, you know, hex wraiths up against them, the 2 hex wraiths. And I've got plenty of cavalry here too. The great swords, obviously, would just engage the Graveguard, Vlad, but Malsar being up in the air and Karl Franz not having Deathclaw yet, I definitely think I would be able to win this out. Now, I could go into a march stance and try, or I can wait, because Franz may retreat, but I know he doesn't have lightning strike. Let's do that. Can you move just a little bit closer? Is that close enough to reinforce? It is. All right. All right. So let's do this. Let's jump in. We'll fight this battle against Karl Franz. Battle of Krugenheim. It's a wide open battle map, which is advantageous to both myself and my opponent, and the AI. I'm so used to saying "and my opponent" from all the quick battles I fight. I'm going to be running uphill, which isn't great. Obviously, the advantage of Vlad is being able to Vanguard deploy, but I don't think I'm going to use that. Maybe. See, the good thing would be I could Vanguard deploy, get my infantry engaged, and truly, if I lose this infantry, I won't really be that heartbroken. You know, they're Graveguard, they're not bad, but I know I can get better Graveguard right now. You know, Mannfred's already getting better Graveguard. So if I can get these guys engaged, you know, even with the great swords. Vlad being up in there may be a little more risky. The Bardolph will keep on this side. I truly think that this will be fine to do. Let's have the Blood Knights and the Hex Wraiths over here, and we'll just have the regular Black Knight cavalry trying to just beeline for this artillery. Start the deployment, and then as soon as the rest of my army gets here, we'll start committing forces. Alright, we'll send the Hex Wraiths against the Reichsguard. The Blood Knights are going to hit the Karlsburg Greatswords. We'll have this regular Black Knight hit these Greatswords, and we'll just go down the line. Alright, we got to do this quickly. And I'm planning this out as heavily as I am because I really do try not to pause. If I paused, you know, it would be easy. I could start the battle, pause, issue all my orders, but let's go. Let's get you going. Move you guys in. Alright. The rest of our army is getting here. Let's move them in. Move the cavalry in. If I need the infantry, they'll be there. I'm not even going to worry about the corpse cart, because it's never going to get there in time.
No mercy.
Bog everybody down.
It is done.
Right. Hit Franz. Buff yourself up. Guard.
For Slyvania.
Let's get you guys engaged. Perfect. All of the artillery is going. Get a rear charge here. I know cavalry's not supposed to stay in full-on melee, but I need them to.
You can't fight against us.
Alright. Perfect.
With haste. Swiftly.
Let's move these guys in. Buff Vlad again. Can't move. Nice rear charge. Alright. It's going well. That Hellstorm rocket battery will never get back online, so I'm not worried. Alright, pull these Black Knights out. So far, so good. Get them going after the War Wagon. These Black Knights hit the handgunners. Hit the Carroburg. Alright, and the rest of our cavalry arrived. And now that we have the rest of our cavalry, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion. Against all these guys, you know, all my buffs active. I'm gonna pause it real quick, just because 836 weapon strength, with 306 of it being armor piercing. That's what a potion of strength, a heroic killing blow, a foe seeker, all triggered on him do. And I thought I cast, here, one second. I thought I had cast Van Hale's Dance Macabre on him as well. But that 836. Now, unfortunately, his melee attack's still only 41. But that is a gross weapon strength. Yeah. I mean, he's punching way above his limit. All right, we'll go back into it. I just wanted to see that. Little indulgent. All right. Where's our... Okay, we got them engaged there. All this is all mopped up. Alrighty. And at this point, it's really just mopping everything up. Alright, cavalry that are here. Like, just push through. It don't matter. Melee defense. We'll nerf Carl in the ground. No more melee attack for Franz. Yeah, Franz is sitting at 23 melee attack. Alright, keep going. Keep moving. Everybody keep moving. These Carroburg greatswords are still in here. Let's pull our Blood Knights out. And we'll just cycle charge the Carroburg greatswords at the end. Alright. Get our buddy going. We got Vlad in here, taking on Carl. Alright, can we get these Black Knights out of here, please? Get them to just engage with those greatswords. That would just be better. These Grave Guards can pop over here. We need to start moving our cavalry a little more. And now it's just chasing everybody down. One of you can pop over here. And as many kills as we can walk away with. Pause. Really? Franz got away? Really don't want to see him walk away from this. But my gut tells me he's going to. And yes, I know I paused it, but I figured it would be okay for mopping up. Let's see. I don't think so. Maybe he's gonna get away. Just too fast, but we were able to mop up the rest of them. I'll just wait till it says they're all gone. There's, you know, a handful more troops left on the battlefield. Yep. a decisive victory. Plenty of kills. Yeah, I lost but I kept my Graveguard, but I lost the zombie and the tithe, which I'm not concerned about, not at all. They walk away with 104 troops. I walk away with most of mine. And we look at Malsar, and his troops got some good kills. He barely lost anything. Dominate captives. Oh, and the dead rise again. So dominating the captives. Yeah, Karl Franz and a unit of handgunners walk away.
This especially important.
Causes terror when fighting against the Empire. Doesn't, the Obsidian Blade, Forbidden Rod. Let's grab Deadly Onslaught, Blade Shield, so that way next time when we trigger all that stuff, it'll be even worse. Yeah, causes terror. So Vlad already causes terror, not really anything special. All vampire characters, I believe. Oh no, Vlad's causing it because he has an item. One of his items helps him. Yep, the Shrieking Blade helps him cause terror. Right now. I don't think any of his skills help him do that. Yeah, if he got Supernatural Horror, he would cause terror. So if I took that weapon off of him, which, the Shrieking Blade, it would change. And he wouldn't cause terror all the time, but he's going to cause terror against the Empire now. Let's look. The Blood Drinker, I have to raid Kemper Bad. So I could switch and put the Obsidian Blade on Vlad, but I think the better thing to do would be to put it on Malsar. Plus 20 armor piercing, his weapon strength right now. Get off that. Armor piercing's at 180. Bumping that up would be to 200. Losing the Tormentor Sword's one thing, but you know what? We're gonna actually put a Power Stone on him. I can put the Tormentor Sword on the White King. It'll drop him 16 weapon strength and 7 charge bonus, but it'll give him magic attacks and the Tormentor Sword ability, which is just it's too good to pass up on. And we'll lock that in. Vlad will probably, I'm just going to have him chase down Karl Franz, and then we'll hit Kappelberg. It would be nice to take Beckhafen, just to have the whole province. That's pulling people away. I'm not too concerned. I think Mannfred, truthfully, if Mannfred, and he is on his health steam. I think Mannfred could take out Ungrim's army, mainly because Ungrim only has 2 ranged units, and, again, they're magical resistance, but Mannfred should be able to drop like 4, maybe 5 Winds of Death between, the power recharge of Arcane Conduit and Master of Black Arts, and having, I believe, one of them has a Power Stone, I thought. Nope. We'll give him the Forbidden Rod and the Post of Speed. Good enough. Oh, and he hates dwarves. Oh man, this is I never saw this, but he's gonna cause fear against dwarves. He's got a bunch of armor piercing damage, You know, and yeah, he's a necromancer, but that plus 8 hit points and the cause fear will definitely be helpful. Oh man, I'm just having so much fun with this. We'll keep Mannfred there. I don't want to move him to Waldenhof because then they'll reinforce. And I don't know, even if this army had, you know, a few more ranged combatants, I wouldn't feel great about it.
Impress me.
And I don't want this to rebel. Oh, Hera, her necromancer's got... Give him the raised dead, evasion. So across the Empire, everything's looking a little bit better. You know, now we hold more of the land. Hit Kappelberg. We can raise dead from Kappelberg. We'll probably hit Beckhafen. Send somebody just to raise Avastra, and then we'll come back. I think that's the plan there. Mannfred hopefully can bait out Ungrim. Hera sitting back here.
Now?
She should be fine in Castle Drakenhof for the time being. And we've really just got to watch Isabella. Let's just grab her some more units. In Fildorf. Because I doubt they're going to rise up and attack me. But the more siege towers I build, the better I'll be. You know, this army would not be crazy hard to wipe out. The problem is just getting to all of the units. If my Felbats were healthier, or I had, you know, some Vargeists, or even just more Felbats, I'd feel a little better. But without them... Alright, one more end turn. Or maybe we'll get to turn 55. I've been going at this now for a while. We're probably right around an hour and a half. Alright. Oh, Volkmar the Grim coming in. The only thing that concerns me in this entire army is that steam tank. We'll retreat. And now they're too close together. But now I can take out Volkmar. Karl Franz is going to get away, but again, not terribly concerned about him actually getting away.
Shed their blood.
Yeah. And the good thing is Volkmar took attrition because he's in my province.
I am invincible.
And I can take him off of his march stance.
March.
And Volkmar had to use a march stance, so all of his units are going to be tired. I mean, I do like that it's this heavily favoring me, but that steam tank will be nasty. But since it is so heavily favoring me, I feel like I should take advantage of the auto-resolve. Oh... Yeah, let's just do the auto-resolve. Yeah. Unit replenish. Got a Dawnstone, Gravedigger, and Grimsbane. Plus 3 melee defense for melee infantry and plus 3 melee attack in the Lord's army. Now, that is good. Obviously, it's going to buff up my Graveguard. Excuse me, sorry. Oh, I think at this point we're going to have to grab Wind of Death. And let's grab the Lore Master of Vampire.
No.
And Malsar, what can we grab for you? Is it time to grab some of these? Let's grab Benevolent over... No, not Benevolent. Yeah. No, not Benevolent Overlord. I think at this point, it's probably time to grab some more magic. We'll grab Flock of Doom. That'll be nice. The Von Karstein Bloodline Lord, Flock of Doom, and Transformation of Kadrin, and still getting Wind of Death, and Van Hales, and Raised Dead. I mean, they just took, like, they took out Gaze in Nagash and Curse of Years, which Gaze in Nagash is an okay spell in campaign, and Curse of Years is a good spell. It's just an expensive spell, and gave you Flock of Doom, which is a really good AoE spell, and Transformation of Kadrin, which a Vargulf is, you know, a summoned Vargulf is no joke to have on, to just have on tap. And for it only being 6 winds of magic, that's crazy. Or 7 winds of magic, and then being able to knock it down to 1 wind of magic? That doesn't sound right. Maybe it is. Let's move up to Kappelberg. We can't get there yet. We'll just be on the edge of our province then. And really, Kappelberg is just icing on the cake because of this Raised Dead. We're really going for Beckhaven. And then we'll probably just hit Zabastro just so they don't have anything in the north. Obviously, we're losing a lot of money. All right. Manfred's Necromancer. Put him on the Balefire Corpse Cart. Give him the last of the scouting. Hera's down here. We may have to fight this battle here in Faldorf. Let's see. Let's go for it. We'll jump in. Hopefully, Isabella. Isabella is going to be the key here. And as long as, if I can slip my Fellbats through and shut down the mortar, the problem will be the War Wagon then, because the War Wagon will probably be right by the mortar. I do have some siege towers, which will be nice. Alright, let's move you guys as far back as I can. And everybody drop the siege equipment. Definitely want the Königstein Stalkers to be on the tower. Get them to the closest point in the wall. And then probably no. Drop these skeletal spears and have them take the other side of the gate. And we'll have just these regular skeleton soldiers grab the gate. Okay, let's put all of our siege close together. We're gonna just hide them in the forest. These guys will just kind of line up. Our crossbows will probably, we'll just have to have them advance. Hide them. And start the battle. Put you guys on the walls. Okay. As soon as I can get over here, I should be fine. And perfect. I can slip them in the mortar. Where's the War Wagon? The War Wagon's over there. If he wants to let me single out the General of the Empire too, I will be more than happy to kill him. This should go perfectly. Alright, let's give myself that. Drop his melee attack down. Am I unable to cast for some reason? Apparently I can't summon inside their walls for some reason. Attack, please. Grab the mortar. We're going to be at the walls in a second. If I lose these skeleton warriors, I'm really not concerned. Start shooting at that witch hunter. You guys should have a line of sight to him. You really should. Just shoot at something. Anything. Doesn't matter. As long as you're starting to get kills. Perfect. Start to take out the halberdiers. The Königstein Stalkers will come out. They'll be fighting the great swords. That'll be a hard fight for them. And we've got skeletal spears fighting halberdiers. Again, hard fight. But with support from the crossbowmen, should be alright. Let's start getting units up on the walls as quick as I can. Fire at the next thing. Fire at the handgunners. Isabella's still fighting. She should be fine in there. The bats have taken out the mortar. Let's have the bats. Let's just have the bats pull out, truthfully. Just keep them safe. Unit of zombies. Have them go bog down the halberdiers. Isabella should be done here with the Empire. The General of the Empire here in just a moment. And we'll just fast forward at this point. We should be fine. Give herself Red Death or Red Fury. Yeah, Red Fury. General of the Empire is gone. Alright. And now just getting her involved. Charge down on these halberdiers. They'll be gone. Isabella has successfully, well, not 100% yet, but it's pretty much foregone conclusion. Has successfully taken power. Which is fantastic. Now the thing will be, what should be my course of action? Should I sack it or should I seize it? But thank you guys for joining me. As soon as this battle is over, we will we'll be wrapping up here. But hopefully this now has become a much more satisfying campaign to watch. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my decision to refight the battle in Essen. You know, all in all, this entire episode has been nothing but string of victory after string of victory. You know, taking out Gotrek, taking out Karl Franz, taking out Volkmar, really bringing it to the Empire. You know, now starting our tiny war in Solland. And, oh man, sacking it would be a lot of money, but we're going to occupy Fildorf. Alright. We're not going to construct anything. That would be silly. We don't have a lot of money. But let's look at this. We've got mainly just skeleton warriors and zombies. So we really do need to just bump this up. You know, skeleton warriors walking around with 36 and 32. It's much better. The units we could recruit here. We could get crypt horrors if we knocked some of these units out of our army. Let's merge. Let's merge those two. I know it'll make her sit there for 2 turns, but I think the crypt horrors are worth it to sit for 2 turns. I know that depletes our money a little bit more.
I will allow.
Alright, end turn, and like I said, 55. That's where we're gonna stop it for today. You will get another episode on Friday. Probably won't be as long as this one. Auto resolve. Maybe he'll stay nearby. Oh, you idiot! No, you poor fool! You poor fool! Now maybe he's doing the same thing to me. Okay. Oh, and we we ended up getting a nice little gift of 8,000 dark magic. So now I'm not worried.
It is night.
All right.
What do you want?
Let's put...
The world will
Yeah, let's have
bow
Malsar
in
lead
your
us in
hand.
Cavalberg.
Wipe
We're
them
just
out.
encircled. Not that he couldn't have won that,
All
but
shall
there's no
know
reason not to
and
have
tremble.
the support. It just makes it a little easier. Occupy Cavalberg.
Raise them.
Alright, Malsar's getting some more buffs. Blade shield, thick skin. Just make this guy as defensive. You know, obviously I've got him with, you know, good abilities where he can bump up his attack. But let's keep him survivable while he's fighting. The dead I can raise. I could get another Hex Wraith. I could get another Vargulf. Mortis Engine. Just, you know, this will be good.
What? King of
And
darkness.
back at it.
I am unstoppable.
Now, unfortunately, now we see that the Empire does actually control the rest of Ostland. Hochland is gone. Well, no, Hochland still has the brass keep, but then you've got Middenheim up here. Now, I don't think it would be worth it to go up here, hit Zavastra, hit Castle von Rauken, hit Wolfenburg. I think it's really more just important to hit Backhafen. We will put... Well, you know what? I've got plenty of money. I will grab another Hex Wraith. I'll grab another Vargulf. I'll grab the Mortis Engine. It's 39. Let's grab a Graveguard. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, we'll hit Backhafen with them.
Blood!
Malsar will come over in the next turn. Okay, Marius Huss. Yeah, because once we take Backhafen, then we'll have this whole province locked down. I can move Mannfred. Mannfred's going to come over here and wipe out this Dwarf Lord. Oh, attribute Hidden Forest and Strider. Oh, man. Wait, let's take this off real quick. They do not have Strider. So so now I can hide my Black Coach, and with having Strider, it's going to not take any penalties due to terrain. So it can run through woods. This will be a perfect unit. And the immune to leadership, and we'll just give it to the Cairn race. Auto resolve, no reason to fight that. Alright, we got a Razor Standard. Mannfred doesn't... Oh, no. Mannfred doesn't have any more room. Let's see who does have room. It's not a bad banner. Not Isabella, not Mannfred. Oh, we'll give it to Hera. Give her the Razor Standard. Oh, and let's give her some of these. Ooh, that'll be good. Some more income. And I guess we'll give her that. There's no reason not to. Just making sure that she's got some stuff to keep her safe down here. Ungrim will probably come after Mannfred. Garrison details.
I hunt.
We're going to put him in Waldenhof. And we will repair Waldenhof. There's no reason not to. Even if Ungrim comes down, Mannfred should be fine. And if Waldenhof is a unique settlement, I don't have a lot of cavalry. Obviously I have the Black Coach, but I should be able to hold it a little bit better. And even if it's not a unique settlement, I should be able to hold it quite well.
Will be mine.
Got Isabella down here. She's recruiting her last 2 units real quick. Migdal Vongo Barak is still untaken by Karak Kadrin. So the next thing to do would be probably to pop over to Steingart and then hit Fort Sol. Having Fort Sol would be kind of nice. The only problem, and I don't know, it should, but I don't know if dwarves can just pass through using the underway. I mean, that kind of defeats the purpose of having the forts, because the only thing that's going to come up from the south are people that can use the underway. Let's see if I can make peace with anybody real quick.
To war! You dare approach?
No peace there.
To war.
Who is strength rank 1? Do I know? No, I know it's not me. It's definitely either the Dark Elves. It's either the Dark Elves, the High Elves, or the Tomb Kings. I can tell you that. Reichland has dropped down to 77. Even though they own all this, they've lost... Oh man, and Bretonia's coming in. What about... Roussillon?
You seek out the Von Caster.
Oh god.
That's
Red Duke, you really need to just confederate with me. Alright. Looking around. I feel pretty good about this. We ended up taking Krugenheim, Kappelberg, Feildorf, all this turn. Oh, and Essen, and Nagenhof, and Mordheim. You know, we almost took an entire province once we take Beckhaven. We'll have taken an entire province. We brought war and successful war to a lot of different places. I think this is finally starting to look very good. As soon as, you know, Kislev's gone. You know, Fort Jakova's empty, Kislev's gone. I have no idea what, you know, the northern part of Kislev looks like. I don't know what Prague looks like. But I know Norden, which is, I think, like right here, is controlled by the Norskins of the clan of Varg. The Empire barely has any holdings here, and then it's just Middenheim. Obviously, if I can take Wolfenburg, Castle von Raukens of Austria, you know, and hold, and then take Breihergig and take the Brathkeep, then, you know, it's really just a matter of what the best route is to finish off taking the Empire. And, you know, if the campaign keeps going successful and people really like it, I can keep it going, you know, as long as people like it. So, if you do like the campaign, you want it to continue, even if I reach my goal of taking, you know, the northern World's Edge Mountains. So, probably from Karak Ungrim down to, there's a settlement right in here. Somewhere around here. I can't remember what its name is. But if we can take... What is it? Oh, not the Pillars of Burgeoning. Right here, yeah. From Mountain Gudenbad up to Karak Ungrim and over to Karak Dromar. Probably leave the Black Mountains out and then take the entirety of the Empire. That's my game plan right now. If you want to see it continue, then we'll probably sweep through Bretonia, hit the elves, take the northern take out the border princes, and then start pushing through the dwarf lands. You know, for now, I definitely don't want to fight the greenskins. They seem to be doing good. They're putting a lot of pressure on the dwarves. But if you like this episode, this extra long episode, leave a like, Tell me what you liked about it. Hopefully some of the battles were entertaining. Hopefully you appreciated me going back and fighting the battle at Essen. But I'm feeling really good about this campaign. You know, last episode things started to turn up, and this time they just kept going up and up and up. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoy the content that I put out on the channel, let me know in the comments below, and please consider subscribing. Thank you all, and as always, I have been Father the Ever-Chosen.